Hey guys, this is Trucks Gameaholic. Today I'm going to show you what the Senzu beans do in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand. This is going to be a very useful guide for people who are they're new players to the game. So I'm going to show y'all, whenever you get to a higher level and you're doing like tournaments of power and Broly, in Central City there is one location where you can buy Senzu beans, and that's going to be at this dark green roof building with Korin pretty much just chilling in here. He sells 4 varieties of beans. He sells yellow beans, blue beans, green beans, and red beans. The yellow beans will make you completely invulnerable to damage for, it's supposed to be, I believe, 30 or 60 seconds. The problem with these yellow beans, yeah, they give you a cool yellow aura, but they literally just don't work. If you buy these and you go into a top, they're just not going to work, and the duration that it lasted for me on this Earth server was shorter than my ability to activate another one. So it'll probably be quite a while before I can even do another one, and usually they just don't work, and they're very questionable. The blue beans will give you this cool blue sparkling aura, and they give you infinite ki, which is really great, but people don't really use these too much because you could get the same value from the green beans. The green beans will restore all your HP, and it'll give you a ki max bar. So that's why you don't really see a lot of people using these too much. The green beans, literally, if you have like no HP and no ki, you pop it, you're gonna, you pop it one time. My HP, you see, you'll pop a green bean one time, and you'll get this greenish little light on you, and you'll heal. The thing about the green bean is great, you're basically immortal, but they do have this red little slot machine at this city over here, and you can buy an NPC that will do pretty much the same thing, and you gotta spin for it. It's like a random chance. If you get Krillin, he will heal 1/3 of your HP completely, and you can have him and still not have to run green beans, and he will regenerate your HP. That's him right there. He does similarly the same thing. Lastly, you have red beans. These are the most commonly used because they last for pretty much their full duration. They are very reliable, and they double your ki and melee damage stat, which is considerably more useful for fighting in top or Broly, because the more damage you do, the faster you'll defeat your opponent, less likely you'll be able to kill you. And it's pretty much a 50-50. Reds used to be a lot better, but that's what the red beans do. All you got now really is your jars and your beans. The jars, all that does is whenever you buy some jars, it'll affect a vicinity around you of players. So I just bought some jars, and you see it has like that sphere that goes around you. Now, people don't really buy blue jars because there's no point, because you could get green jars. It'll give you your ki max back and HP, so it serves 2 purposes. And then the yellow jars, they don't work, and the green jars, some players do buy those because it serves those 2 purposes, but the red jars people do get more frequently, because in this game, after they nerfed reds, you used to be able to use more than 8 reds at a time. They nerfed the reds, so now jars are pretty much meta because it shares stats across other players. But there is a negative with it that I have noticed over time with the red jars. Whenever you give people your stats like that, whenever like you give somebody your OP stats, like let's say you're pretty powerful android, you give somebody your stats and you're trying to fight Jiren in top, they won't respect that you're trying to take Jiren out, and they'll just kind of get in the way, and they'll just start fighting Jiren, and kind of that's what I've noticed with when you're playing with random people. It's just when you give your stat to everybody, it's just there ain't no respect really. And if you're really, really powerful and you have beans and you're fighting Jiren and you're doing more damage than everybody else, they will actually be more likely to back off and let you go ahead and fight your fight. Jars are better for Broly because it's going to make the Broly so much faster because you're giving those extra points to your teammate. But for PvP, jars suck because you could accidentally give your adversary all your stats, and then they'll just kill you. So that sucks. So beans, that's the only positive with using beans, is they're cheaper. You can buy a lot more for the same value. Same price. Cheaper price. And that jars, they suck for PvP. It's the only thing that really sucks about them. But this is for newer players who just don't know what Senzu beans are, what the red beans do. Hope this is useful to y'all. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you all so much.